Welcome back, everybody, to the Nexus Gaming series. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have the members of ReGen Divine. We are going to be having Banki. I believe Banki. I'm probably already saying it wrong. On the Anubarak, we've got Jason on the... Decker Kane. Silent Shoe will be on the Falstad. Wafflecopter is going to be on the Hunzo, and Arc Valley will be on the Thrall. For the right-hand side, we have the members of Bloodbath and Beyond. Captain Roberts will be on the Gazlo. Polite Gamer will be on the May. Rackham is going to be on the Anduin. Wrathling is going to be on the Sylvanas, and Punker Pirate. Yeah, I think Punker Pirate is going to be on, or Punk Rock Pirate. I believe it's actually Punk Rock Pirate is going to be on the Li Ming. I'm like 51% sure, which means that that's probably the right direction to go. You don't farm as much much uptime as Day. No one can farm as much uptime as Day. Not even Day. There's no wrong way to farm uptime. Absolutely. I thought we agreed the hot tub stream would be body pinning. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it'll be an art stream instead. There's nothing polite about May. You know, she's a nice person. Her character is considered the devil, but, you know, that's to each their own. All right, let's focus in on the game. We have Sylvanas down in the bottom lane, still just soaking out for the friendly team. Not pushing the lane aggressively, but just, you know, working their way through the wave itself. Thrall is going to rotate down. Looks like we're going to have a split from Jason and Waffle to grab the camp on the left-hand side. We do have Hanzo going into Redemption at level 1, as Captain Roberts is going to be forced out of the top lane from Silent Shoe on that Falstad. Falstad going into the auto attack based build is as pretty much the only build that we see in competitive play. The lightning strike or the dishonorable discharge at level 1 is still bugged out, and no one really goes for the scaling on your hammer. I'm blanking on it. I'm completely blanking on that talent. Gathering Storm, maybe? I think it might be Gathering Storm. Regardless, it's just... the scaling of that's not worthwhile since you have the boomerang built in to your hammer baseline, and just the auto attack scaling is really, really good into the late game, and you can also pair that into many other talents that I have harped on in the past. The big thing here is your 4 and 7, you're able to synergize those with your level 1 since you're attacking for more damage. At level 4, you can heal for more since you're healing based off the percent you're dealing damage for, and then at level 7, you have that secret weapon, so you can amplify your damage even further. It's just more auto attack damage from a Falstad. He's been in a pretty good spot since the changes. We'll have to see a dishonorable discharge once it is fixed, if it will be more meta than auto attack Falstad. We just have to see. But right now, the Anubarak getting caught out will go down. First blood over to the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. Rackham so very low on the Anduin, trying to heal out as the Thrall will go down as well. A double kill does go over to the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. They kick off this game with said double kill. They grab themselves this not objective, the Biotic emitter, and the first objective phase is going to be opening up here in 20 seconds, though death timers are fairly slow, or excuse me, low, so that doesn't mean that anyone's going to be late for the objective on the side of ReGen Divine. While we have Polite Gamer clearing out the bottom lane, Li Ming and Anduin to Hearth back for full mana and health for the objective, as Sylvanas utilizes her base ability, or her baseline trait, to be able to lock down these units. Yeah, I guess the siege camp, she can lock it down with that, as well as the mercenary queen value as well. Is going to be able to kind of burn through that camp. But I did see she had her black wings out, so she did activate that. I believe she did, right? I'm not crazy, am I? Yeah, it's okay, because it's like a 20 to 30 second cooldown. It's not that long. 40 seconds, excuse me. So either way. We will be having, though, in bottom lane, a potential dive onto Arc, but he is able to back off on this Thrall, so no issue right there. Gathering Storm, thank you, yes. Buy, use bathwater? No, we don't have that. We don't sell that. That's not my merchandise line. But we do sell all of the clumped up hair from Bandit when I take him for a bath. Absolutely, we'll sell that to you. Objective phase is being controlled by the side of Bloodbath and Beyond, but ReGen Divine step in with Wafflecopter actually utilizing their agility to dive into the enemy team. Typically you see it as a disengage tool, but they were utilizing it to solidify that kill on Sylvanas with the Stormbow, if I'm not mistaken. Rackham getting chased here. Great combo out from the Anub'arak. Barrel roll forward from Silent Shoe, trying to get into that auto attack range to find the kill into Anduin, and will be able to find a double kill in the end, as well as the camp on the right hand side. Jason gonna split off and immediately go for the channel for the Triglav Protector, while Gazlo continues to push out the top lane, trying to force some missed experience, as well as force some, well, slight experience advantage, but it's not going to be coming through just yet. The real advantage will come from the double kill that we just saw from the side of ReGen Divine, as you can see right here. 2 heroic kills early game versus later in the game. It's not the biggest experience deficit, but you also do have Mercenary experience deficit, a little bit of Minion, not much from the passive since those are pretty much matched since we don't have any structural damage. The big thing is going to be the Mercenaries and the hero kills, as well as a little bit of that from the Minion experience. But right now, is going to be a big fight over the control point to see who's able to win this out and grab themselves the first Triglav Protector. Silent Shoe getting very low on that Falstad. Wraithling goes low, goes down to the Hanzo, who does finish out his level 1 questing talent. The Thrall is going to be traded out. Rackham almost going down to the scatter arrows of Hanzo, but a hammering from Falstad comes out, solidifying that kill. Punk Rock Pirate will fall, as well as Polite Gamer. All that's left is Captain Roberts trying to disengage. Will be able to run away, but Triglav Protector goes to the enemy side, and this is looking like ReGen to grab this. And what will they do with it? Is it going to be mid lane to top? Is it going to be straight to top? Seems like it's going to be some poke into mid lane and a quick movement to top lane while the enemy members are dead for a few more moments. I like we're like 30 minutes in and chat's already lewd. Like I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm surprised every single day. Every single time. 10 talent to your advantage for the side of ReGen. I'm just skimming through their heroics. We do have a Anub'arak holding as well as Decker Kane. I doubt we see anything but Cocoon. Gazlo actually goes down in the mid lane from the dive of Thrall and Falstad. A good play in the opposing lane during the Triglav Protector phase, which did get the front gate of the top fort wall, as well as the well itself. Sorry, trying to finish my glass of water really quickly. Gotta hydrate, everybody. Gotta hydrate. 10 talent here, though, slowly but surely will come in for the opposing side, Bloodbath and Beyond. Let's go ahead and actually check out some of the other numbers while that slowly trickles in, and while the Triglav Protector just kind of explodes through mid lane, not getting much more value than what I had mentioned beforehand. God, this fort is literally 36 HP. Falstad quick flying into the top lane. There's going to be a, oh, the arrow misses, but that's not even necessary to solidify the kill onto Sylvanas. Excuse me, onto the Li Ming. Sylvanas is actually backing off right then. I was like, ooh, is she gonna die? No. Okay, apparently not. 10 to 11 in our level still. ReGen, though, slowly approaching that level 12 area with Bloodbath and Beyond at least on the same page of heroics. They've got to make something happen here. Something needs to happen on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. The momentum is being controlled currently by ReGen. And even just the map priority, or even like the map itself is being controlled by ReGen with the way that they're rotating around. Bloodbath and Beyond could look for an invade here. That might be the play for them. Gazlo does have the Gravel Bomb. You've got Avalanche from the Mei, but you have to make sure that those don't kind of overlap. Those would really, really not be useful. We also do have the Wave of Force from the Li Ming. You just saw that on the attempt on the Falstad. Light Bomb goes out onto Mei, who did pop the Cryo Freeze. Falstad looking for a flank. Gravel Bomb comes out from this Gazlo, who's going to get hit with the Cocoon immediately. Polite Gamer is going to get caught by the Stay a While. And listen, Li Ming walks back into that one. There's a Wake Up onto Captain Roberts and a few others as Silent Shoe comes through with the Gust, pushing a lot of the enemy members onto the conveyor belt. ReGen Divine doing a great job of splitting this enemy team and playing to their advantages, but was it too much? No, it's not actually. I thought that there was going to be a kill into Silent Shoe. It's actually not even going to be close to that as the case. A double kill found. Make it a triple kill, make it a quad kill for the side of ReGen Divine as Mei is able to mount up and get away. Unfortunately for Bloodbath and Beyond, the team fight that they were trying to go for did not play out in their favor. This will be 13 talent here, achieved through that team fight on the side of ReGen Divine, and control point B setup is a lot more in favor for our blue team. Now, I don't believe it's going to be up for a few more moments, so in that time, ReGen Divine will utilize this advantage to be able to open up bottom lane, prep for control point C. We always kind of mention this, but there's a higher probability of ending a game through control point C. It's doubtful through B. The death timers are usually pretty low, but we'll have to see. I mean, some teams, they could be on an absolute momentum ride, and they could just find a pentakill and then rush towards core. We'll have to see. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case here. One, specifically, there still is the fort, the keep front wall, the keep itself. That's a lot of siege to go through with a Triglav Protector, but you do have the auto attack from Falstad as well as the Hanzo. Big arrow comes out from said Hanzo, as there is going to be a cocoon onto this Li Ming. There will also be a Sylvanas going down on the top of our screen. Big avalanche that connects onto the Anubarak and the Hanzo, who get the mobility, or at least the agility for Hanzo, and the Anubarak burrow charge out of there, not allowing that light bomb to get value. That was a really close play, almost turned around by the side of Bloodbath and Beyond, who were on the back foot of the team fight in the sense of they didn't have their 13s, but it will not yield the play that Bloodbath and Beyond are looking for, and ReGen Divine solidify, or at least set up for a potential second Triglav Protector going over to them. But Bloodbath and Beyond, the way they're positioned, the way they're rotating, seems like they want to try and make something happen here. The Thrall is showing in mid. Maybe we see a collapse onto Thrall. He is pushing up a little bit further than maybe is safe, but no. It is just going to be rotations between lanes, grabbing a few items, as well as just continuing to soak out. Thrall considering to invade onto this, but Wraithling should not be afraid whatsoever, as they would be able to have the entire friendly team to collapse on this Polite Gamer. Maybe looking for an avalanche. No, it's 30 seconds on cooldown. Not going to be the case. Li Ming throws out a combo intended for Thrall, but it still gets damage into the fort front wall itself. Gazlo hanging out in the bush. Control point B is going to be left by Decker Kane for a second, so he does have to re-get that channel. You can see that little B blue line going around. 13 was found for the side of ReGen Divine, but look at this, 16 talent here, a sliver away on the side of ReGen Divine. So Bloodbath and Beyond still down a talent tier, still down 3 levels. This is 14-3 in our game number 1, in our first best of 3 of the day, in our Division C West playoff matchup. Gust out from Silent Shoe. The arrow's going to T-Tors next to a few of the enemy members. Gazlo gets hit with the Cocoon. Still going to be the Anubarak just brawling out against this. Runs the wrong way on the conveyor belt. They go down, but still, the Anduin and the Li Ming will get picked off in all of this. Wraithling drops their turret, finds the kill into Falstad, but still goes down themselves. And in the end, it's going to be, it looks like a 3-for-2 with Deckard Cain able to still grab the Triglav Protector. Polite Gamer trying to back off. Actually, excuse me, the Gazlo just went down, so it is going to be a pentakill over to the side of ReGen Divine, with Hanzo Wafflecopter finding 4 out of the 5 kills. Very well played from the side of ReGen. Doesn't look like they care about having a gunner. They're just going to throw Jason into this Triglav Protector, and he's just going to do Triglav Protector things while Thrall finds the fort through top. Hanzo does have okay auto attack damage, since they did pick up that level 1 as redemption, as well as finish that out, and they have the ignore all distractions, which is a great way to poke at the minions. Not even poke at the minions, but find increased auto attack range. He took down the shielding, but he didn't get actually through to the well itself. The bottom, I mean, this Triglav Protector is finding massive value. I feel like there actually would have been a lot more value to throw the Hanzo inside of the Triglav Protector to be able to get the gunner value on top of that. But still, Hanzo still got some things done around the map. Still helped out a little bit. There's a fort through top found through Thrall. Fort through mid should go down to this Triglav Protector. There is only 15 seconds, still 25% on it. And the arrow from Hanzo actually is going to land early. I didn't see it for a second. I was like, wait, who did it hit? And I was like, wow, it actually hit 3 people. But then the Triglav Protector capitalized on the fact that there's that Li Ming standing still and burst her down. She went from 100 to 0 very, very quickly. Was she, realistically, she went from like 100 to 10, and then there was like a little extra damage. But y'all know what I mean. 16 talent here is trickling in for the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. But ReGen Divine, they have control of the map, and they will just steal away this camp on the right-hand side, this fortification camp, as Anubarak is zoning out. Does have the Bed of Barbs at level 4. We've been seeing that a lot more as of late from our Anubarak players. The Beetle build, very, very popular as of late. Got those burning beetles, as the ghillie sharks like to call it, the Mad Lads. It's a good name for it. It's a good name for it. There's actually a lot of good names we have on the stream, I think, through the ghillie sharks. Spinny shooty shot. I think that's more or less my fault though. But I believe I was casting a it was probably a ghillie shark game when someone went for strafe, and I could not remember the word of strafe, so I just said spinny shooty shot, because that's just about as good, right? Chad is never lewd? I don't know what you're talking about. Vanessa Forts, thanks for the follow during the game. A recent alert after the game itself, as we do have a big dive from ReGen, but maybe a counterplay coming out with the Gazlo Grava Bomb. There was a web wrap onto said Gazlo. Light Bomb comes out. The Anubrak goes down. Polite Gamer with 2 HP, essentially, is going to still survive with this Biotic Emitter on the ground. Silent Shoe getting chunked over on the bottom of our screen has to get out of here. Wafflecopter very low, some 50 health. Deckard Cain goes down, and I cannot believe I am saying the words, but Bloodbath and Beyond will live through all of that. I cannot believe that May lived, Captain Roberts lived. Well played from Rackham, keeping the friendly team alive. And now with the amplified value of Sylvanas into this camp with the Mercenary Queen from level 4, this is going to be the top lane fort going down. Big momentum shift to the side of Bloodbath and Beyond with Death Timers really starting to get up there, and this will allow them to be able to grab this fort, but stepping further forward, trying to get the kill onto Falstead. He's got some damage over time on him, and he goes down, staggering out of death. Sylvanas comes back over to this camp, as well as the wave, and this is going to be a fort through the top lane going down. ReGen Divine need to consider how they're going to deal with this once they respawn. No Falstead for about probably 40 to 35 seconds once everyone on the friendly team is up and available. This seems like it's going to be mass momentum to get down, keep down through the top lane on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. Can ReGen Divine turn this around? Because Bloodbath and Beyond, they are looking like the team to shut things down, or at least turn things around in this game. Sylvanas, excuse me, Sylvanas will be locked in by that web wrap from the Anubrak. Punk Rock Pirate is trying to back off right now. The keep falls very low, doesn't go down, but a wonderful momentum on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. Control point C is up and available. We haven't actually looked at vision at any point in this game, nor have we looked at any of the APM, but I like what we're seeing right here. This is a kind of a catch. They're trying to catch on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond the rotation of ReGen, but apparently ReGen doesn't go for the rotation they're expecting. Unless, no. It's a backdoor. It's a backdoor, everybody. Falstead flying over here. They know that their keep's falling. Okay, I thought it was a backdoor to endgame. I was about to lose my mind, but keep does fall through the top. Camp was stolen away. Hanzo and friends just going to be scouting out over here. Just want to jump back over to the opposing side vision. They're going for it. They are going to try and backdoor this. Hearths are starting to come out. This is the vision. Let's jump to the vision of our red team so they don't see these hearths. This is a little risky here. This is feeling awkward. It feels awkward, I'm not going to lie. 20 talents here did come in for the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. The Avalanche comes out, as well as, a Light Bomb underneath. A few members who are trying to get into their Hall of Storms, and Jason is going to be the one to get in. There will be that Falstead going down. Banky is doing their best to try and back out of here as the Sylvanas and the Gazlo go down. Hanzo leaps over the wall, finds some decent damage into May. Also does have that redemption done once again. Li Ming with the Archon form doing their best to throw out some damage, but she needs to disengage out of that and leave. So does the May, who tries to icing. She does have that flash freeze at level 20, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. I was like, she started icing and then she cryo freeze. I was like, she did not want to do that. I don't know how I feel about the flash freeze. It's like cool, but I feel like in those situations, like that right there, if anything, hindered the May from even potentially disengaging. But right now in bottom lane, we are going to be seeing a catapult coming through. 618 damage into Structures 308. Normally, as always, we like to kind of bring up that fact. Some people might not know that catapults deal extra damage to structures. Minions actually deal increased damage to structures as well by, I believe, 3 times. You can see right there, 140% for the, Is that 3 times? Yeah, it's about 3, it's 3 times, I think. Anyways, core is potentially falling here, but here's the thing. There was a lot that the members of ReGen Divine had to go through, so Bloodbath and Beyond, they actually can hold this with the death timers they currently have. Falstead grabs another camp on the left-hand side, control point, C Triglov up and available. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe we should have a full 5v5 over this, and that'll determine who wins this. At least that's the setup in my mind of what I'm seeing here. We'll have to see, though, what goes on for this.
Blue team's core is under
Giggle Beam is a classic one. Floor Juice, yeah. Spinny shooty shot. Spin butt shooty. Okay, all right. Well, Buttspot, you're doing your best. You can really. All right, whatever. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the engagement to pop off right now. Big Wailing Arrow to set things up. A Nubrak is kind of blocked from getting through their front gate. There's the Avalanche coming out and actually kills a Nubrak just on impact. Li Ming coming in with that reset, but she gets chunked quite a bit. Falstad has a hammering for her, and that will be a 1-for-1. Wind Tunnel out from Falstad as well. Stay a while and listen, actually pushing the Mei inside of all of this. And is that going to be Respect Your Elders? It absolutely is. That's why you're seeing that silence on top of everything at the end of all of that. It's looking like the members of ReGen Divine will lose their Nubrak, but chase on into an animate. Oh, he's got the speed of Pious, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He does. I was like, how is he moving so quickly? Core in the top lane is falling a little bit to the wave coming through, but in the end, it is going to be the members of ReGen Divine who are going to be able to turn around this game. It is 29-11 in kills. It was a great game to kick off our day right now, but it looks like the core will fall in favor for the side of ReGen Divine. They'll take game number 1 and our first best of 3 of the day. GG, well played. Oh, I forgot to zoom everybody. Whoops. Womp womp.
You could give the best hugs.
A good game 1. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading something on Slack, seeing if it pertained to me. It did not. Okay. Back to Bandit and I. Back to the good boy. Forgot to zoom. Gotta get a new caster. Yeah, just... You know what? Sorry, CCL. Sorry, CCL. You're gonna need a new caster. Sorry, CCL. No, don't start. Okay, I just started a replay. Literally, I started the replay of the Hanzo game that I played so bad. We're not watching this. We're not watching that. No. It's trash. I thought Bloodbath and Beyond had it for a second. I wonder what will happen in the next game. Me too, Punk Rock Pirate. Me too. I wonder. How y'all doing? Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for also not spoiling anything. Thanks for being good human beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is actually very appreciated, because there are people that have not seen the games, so thank you for being respectful and nice people. All right, let's update the scores. Well, that's good. That looks good as well. All right, let's pull that away. All right, we'll hang out for just a minute here. Whew. How's everyone enjoying their Thursday? It's a good day. My only spoiler, 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves. I mean, that's a good point. I will have to ban you, Rackham. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Now I have to ban you. I'm just kidding. Alrighty. Thanks again for hanging out. Mad Max Beyond Bloodbath Dome. When Bloodbath and Beyond makes a second team, can that please be the name? I want that to be the name, actually. Or just come back into next season and have that be your name as a team. Because it would totally fit on the top caster bar. Absolutely. The team names do not fit. Like, I just enjoy Breadman. We have to abbreviate that tonight. We are going to be casting a playoff matchup tonight. That is live. We will be having Twitch predictions for that one. I know you all love Twitch predictions. And then tomorrow morning, we are going to do our EU friendly stream. We're going to start with Pokemon Snap. The new Pokemon Snap comes out tomorrow. Technically tonight at like midnight EDT or whatever. But we're gonna do our EU friendly Variety Day stream on Friday, and it is going to be Pokemon Snap. And then if we're feeling up to it and Pokemon Snap, either we're like, oh, you know, I've had enough Pokemon Snap, or like I feel like just changing up the game, maybe we'll do some Resident Evil 7. But That's about that. How many times does Stark die to mid keep? 3 or more. If we ever have a sister team, it will be BBQ. I showed my mom our logo and she misread it as BBQ and thought the blood spray was BBQ sauce. That'd be so good. That'd be so good. All right. Let's go ahead and get into game, everybody, and find out who. Excuse me, not who. If the members of ReGen Divine can win out the series, or will the members of Bloodbath and Beyond take us to a game 3? Let's find out, everybody. On the left-hand side, we got the members of ReGen Divine. Arc Valley going to be on the Leoric. We are going to be having Jason on the Anduin. Banky's going to be on the May. We have got Wafflecopter on the Kael'thas, and Silent Shoe once again on the Falstad. For the right-hand side, we have the members of our red team, Bloodbath and Beyond. As I said, they are trying to take us to a game number 3 through Towers of Dune. Captain Roberts on the Zool. Rackham's going to be on the Stukov. We've got Punk Rock Pirate going to be on the Tassadar. Polite Gamer will be on the Garrosh, and Wrathling on the Greymane. Let's get into mid lane, check out them level 1s, and see what our first engagement will look like. Oh, Punk Rock. Oh, God. You get me good. Alrighty. I'm skimming through the level 1s as well as just seeing what the map setup looks like. Wafflecopter just throwing a little bit of damage. Oh, GG, well played. Tower took a little bit of damage. Was it worth it? Oh, really good May and Gravity Lapse Interrupt. Great Force Wall. Oh, no, wait, not great Force Wall at all. No, I read that backwards. I was about to be like, ooh, very good Force Wall to save. But I was like, wait a minute, the Tassadar's on the other side. So no, unfortunately didn't work out. But Captain Roberts maybe getting caught out in this top lane. Barrel roll forward from Falstead. Doesn't even need to happen as Arc is the one to get that kill. First blood goes over to the side of ReGen Divine. My jokes are all awkward now. My face when Wafflecopter isn't stacking the Vecchies. The what? Stacking what? What are those? The Vecchies? Oh, okay, alright, I'm okay. Let's just pull away talents. I don't want to talk. If it was Convection Kael'thas, we would have thrown a prediction out. That's like that's the like one in few things that even on a recasted game we will do. I'm not like I rarely like doing predictions on recasted games, but that is like the one few thing. That and Medivh stacks I feel like are always fun. Either way. We do currently have the point being contested on the right-hand side. The kill goes out onto the Leoric, actually, so the members of Bloodbath and Beyond finding a kill of their own. Try to get the slow. Manage actually to get the wonderful Groundbreaker, as there will be the toss-out from Jason. Right now, this May is all over the place, getting thrown by Garrosh, being pulled by Anduin, being just pushed around everywhere, and in the end, it is going to be the Greymane that goes down. Wraith walk forward from the Leoric to get the slow onto this Garrosh, who turns around, gets the auto, and gets a little bit of healing out as well from that. Polite Gamer being slowed. Just indefinitely, just being indefinitely slowed between the May and the Leoric, which has got to be so annoying. And it's actually interesting. We have the Leoric in the bottom lane as well. We have double soak rotation probably coming out from Silent Shoe. Falstad's double soak is probably fine. I was actually really liking the ability for the double slows off of the May and the Leoric to maybe set up Wafflecopter and Jason for either the Chastise or the Gravity Lapse. No convections. Can't believe they let Punk get Tassadar. It's crazy. It's crazy. I really want someone to cast one of my games so I can just sit there and just be like, God, this Bahamut guy, right? Is just trash. Can't stack his stack. Oh, that's at least what I would do. Massively, just always negative about yourself. Falstead on the left-hand side does get the channel. Leoric trying to grab this right-hand side, but has to mount up. And in the end, it is going to be Bloodbath and Beyond finding 8 shots in their favor into the opposing side ReGen core. Arc is gonna go down here, I do believe. Yeah, there's enough CC between all of this. Great Force Wall actually to lock them in this time, and will find that kill. 7 talent tiers slowly coming through on both sides. So just skimming around the map to see if we have anything of note, really. But right now, a little bit of experience through mid could potentially be lost by the side of ReGen. But Arc is actually going to respawn just about on top of that. So maybe like 1 or 2 little or 1 or 2 experience globes were lost there, but not much. We are approaching 7s. I want to look at some of the other numbers, but we want to look at those talents first. So we're going to wait and see those pop up. Speaking of popping up, we do have the sappers on the left in about 3 seconds. About 10 seconds on the right-hand side. So the members of Bloodbath and Beyond invading onto this. Arc is going to see this as well as they see Arc. Bit of a, bit of a catch there in the top lane from Silent Shoe. Does manage to kill the Zool just after he grabs the camp. It looks like Falstad might have waited for Zool to get low from the camp and then went in for the kill. Regardless, Silent Shoe flies in. Rackham will be the target in the flank position. There'll be another kill for the side. Triple kill in the end. Maybe a quad kill over to the side of ReGen. Yes, it will be. Punk Rock Pirate finds themselves on the wrong side of the map trying to get out of here, but there's no 13 talent here to disengage with, well, potentially with that. And so in the end, it's going to be all 5 members. The Zool did just respawn, but in the end, it is technically a pentakill to the side of ReGen Divine. 7-3 in our levels. And let's go ahead and, as I said beforehand, check out some of those other numbers. Root on to the Leoric, but he was still able to kind of drain some hope of Captain Roberts. We do have the Laugh, which means the boss is up and available. That's at the 5-minute mark of the game. But also, there's a fun fact. There is an auditory announcement for when the boss is on the map at 5 minutes, and every time he respawns as well. They do find on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond the kill into the Kael'thas. Can this double alter phase go over to the side of Bloodbath and Beyond? Arc is going to take a bit of damage, tries to back off right now. Wonderful force wall to lock them in, and this is some big damage. Another kill onto the Leoric, while the channel did go through onto the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. Yeah. Sorry, I was doing the math really quick. I was like, wait, did they get that? Yeah, they did. Good play so far, though. Very good play so far from the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. Toss goes out onto Jason. Nice force wall as well. Big blizzard out from the Mei on top of that, and Anduin does go down. Living Bomb value is going to spread to a few of the enemy members. Does get rid of the Eyes in the Dark value from Wraithling. 10 talent here, actually, funny enough, will be over onto the side of ReGen Divine. I know that they do have the few extra kills, or I guess actually they have 1 extra kill, but it's a solid level lead through the double soak that's happened, as well as a few of those other kills, as I mentioned. Just want to peek into the top lane really quickly, see how Falstad's managing. Doing okay up against the Zool. Leoric is almost kind of jungling, per se, to use a different MOBA term. Just kind of rotating around, scouting out the Zool in said rotations, maybe setting up for a potential pick into them, or maybe to just slow down their own wave clear and rotations. And Roots, there's going to be a Entomb. Falstad comes down a little bit late, but actually it's not as late as I was expecting, and the Tailwind value comes through from the Frequent Flyer. Another kill over to the side of ReGen Divine. The toss goes out onto this Greymane, but he actually gets tossed into the enemy team, into an Ice Wall as well. Light Bomb comes out. Big Toilet Bowl on the ground from the Tassadar. Black Hole, if you want to use the actual terms. Gust out from the Falstad to try and split Rackham. Jason coming through with a little bit of damage on this Anduin. Toss goes out from Polite Gamer, who's just trying to be nice and disengage, but in the end, it is going to be another kill over to the side of ReGen Divine, who are now looking for a channel of their own through the middle of the lane. 12 out of 10 would build wall. Pentakill, my favorite Pokemon. Oh my god. That was good. That was good. Alright, 4 shots ran into the core of Bloodbath and Beyond. We are at 24 to 32 in core health right now as the Tassadar and team. We'll go ahead and start opening things up in top. We do have a flank position from the Leoric. The Entomb is off of cooldown, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Great force wall once again from Tassadar, locking in one of the enemy members, and does set up a kill for the friendly side. Sappers through the top lane can be fed in. Garrosh in bottom is trying to dissuade 3 members plus looks like 1-2 Sappers to go in, which will go through. And personally, it's your trading structure is absolutely. It's just priority-wise, bottom lane is so much stronger. We've talked about this a million times. Not the biggest, not the biggest thing to harp on, but it's just priority. You can feed into sappers through bottom, and you have more map control through bottom lane. Top lane, yeah, you might dissuade the enemy members from rotating through this lane, but they still have their safety of the altar, the middle of the map to rotate through as well. Not the biggest deal, and there's only one set of sappers to float or I guess push through that lane. Looks like, though, Bloodbath and Beyond will grab their own siege camp. I'm waiting to see what happens with this. Are they able to feed it in through this bottom lane? Indomitable used by Garrosh does find the Groundbreaker on the Mei. Actually throws them away. Interesting enough. Might have actually accidentally done that. Wow, Warlord's Challenge just as the Pyroblast is about to come out. Wraithling gets thrown in out on this Greymane. The Greymane did not have a lot of health as they got thrown in. I can't believe that Greymane's living with a couple hundred health right now, but they're doing a good job with that as there is no kill just yet. Oh, Pyroblast will connect onto Greymane this time, or at least will connect onto a hero this time. Gust out from the Falstad pushes the enemy team into a bit of an awkward spot as a double altar phase pops up in the top portion of the map. The Falstad will be traded out as they find that kill into Zul, Polite Gamer, and the Stukov do go down. All that is left is a lone Tassadar who's trying to Wraithwalk, or not Wraithwalk, was trying to Hearth away, but the Wraithwalk from Arc will find them, and Punkrock is doing their best to 1v2, but it's not going to work out, and that'll be a pentakill over to the side of ReGen Divine, with Jason and Wafflecopter finding 10 shots, taking the enemy core down to 22 HP. Is there a call for boss? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I was waiting to see if there was going to be a quick call for boss for 4 extra shots. It's not game ending, but hey, I mean, you take the enemy core down to 18 HP, and I don't know. It's just regardless. Small considerations. The bottom lane fort does go down. Looks like there will be a re-engagement, or at least a re-grab. I don't know. They're gonna grab this siege camp on the left-hand side. I was trying to figure out some sort of wording for this. Did not work out. See, this is what I can use out. This is the benefit of my stream. I can sit here and I can figure out some of the wording for CCL not to use. It's good. I mean, it's good practice. Leoric is going to Wraithwalk out of this damage. Is it going to be enough? Warlord's Challenge, great. Force Wall once again. Lurking Arm underneath all of that as well. And there will be a pick onto the Leoric through the mid lane. Members of Bloodbath and Beyond. I was looking to see if Garrosh was going to rotate into top fast enough. The Warlord's Challenge is still down, but you could still go for a toss. Does connect. Silent Shoe has the gust away. Force Wall slowing them down. Tassadar throws out the black hole, but it's a little bit too late. Doesn't find the setup onto this Falstad as the Stukov is a little split from the friendly team. Gravity Lapse, a lot thrown onto them. Once again, the Pyroblast is going to be interrupted, and Wafflecopter has that on a 10-second cooldown. Force Wall to force the enemy team back for a second. Wraithling able to disengage, but a triple altar phase has spawned. If all 3 of these are grabbed by the members of ReGen Divine, they can take the enemy core health down to, what, 7? If caster math serves me right. Falstad going to bottom. We already have Mei on the right-hand side with the help of the Leoric. This is a Stukov down for the next 14 seconds, and it looks like Bloodbath and Beyond are focusing onto Wafflecopter through mid, and that's an Entomb from Arc that slows down the engage. All the channels almost happen at once. All that didn't happen on the right-hand side was this, well, right-hand side one, so we'll see. Can Mei and crew grab this? Falstad flying back in from that bottom lane channel. Icewall comes out. Toss goes out from the Garrosh. Garrosh getting low, pops the Warlord's Challenge and the Indomitable, looking to disengage right now. Has to back off as the black hole from the Tassadar comes out. I kept wanting to say toilet bowl. I'm like, it's not a toilet bowl, it's a black hole. Light bomb doesn't connect onto anyone. There's a force wall from the Tassadar. Toss goes out onto this Mei, who's on the wrong side of the wall now. She's gonna try and sidewall, but she's like, I need to do something right now, and she can Hearth in that little corner. Just standing there. She's just standing there. Greymane goes for the throat, finds the kill. Still the channel did go out on the left-hand side. Curse Bullet will connect onto the Leoric, but I don't think it actually did much since it is going to be 35% of your current health, not total health. Just wait for the next game. Punk really turns it up with the heat with Chromie. Oh, no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. Sorry, had to sneeze. I managed to hit the mute button this time, unlike yesterday. Bottom lane going to be held over by the side of ReGen Divine. Currently have in top lane Ratcam trying to back off right now. The Leoric Wraith walks in, and the damage over time is enough from Leoric, and that will be a staggered death on the Stukov, as we have a few members of ReGen respawning. Single altar in the bottom of the map will not end the game. Boss plus that could, though. Leoric is playing this a little risky because there's... yeah, okay. Nexus Force is a little too OP. So embarrassing. Worst Stukov NA. You should see my Stukov. It is trash. Trust me, you're doing insanely better than I could possibly even imagine doing on my own. We haven't cycled through the other numbers. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. I actually want to check out the healing and experience deficits that have formed in this game through the 19 to 11 in kills. The one thing I will say about both of these teams, they have put on a wonderful game for us so far. It's been a nice back and forth. The members of ReGen trying to float in, or force in, not float. I don't know why I'm stuck on the word float. Maybe it's because there's a Falstad floating around constantly, or a Wraith walking Leoric. But Wraithlink should go down to the damage from the Living Bomb on the right side of our screen. There's going to be a Poison Nova from that Zool. One Sapper did go over the wall. There is still one up and available. Actually does get picked off. Punk Rock Pirate gets picked off as well. Captain Roberts almost goes down, but it's a single altar in the bottom of the map. Realistically, with 4 kills in their favor, I would expect ReGen Divine to go for a quick boss call, but it looks like instead they're going to go for the safety play, or I guess the longer play, because I would not consider this a safety play. I would consider the safety play the boss. Okay, Falstad going to be flying up. I was like, if you grab this, then try and walk it in through bottom. That's going to take way too long with the current death timers available. And since 1 HP is all that remains, it is going to be boss to the side of ReGen. They will take the series in a 2-0 fashion. GG, well played. ReGen take the series. Yeah, it was a jinx. It was a jinx. It was a jinx. Oh, man. Oh, it was a jinx. GG's. GG's. Thanks for the fun, everybody. That was a good game.